Now let's take a look at questions 15 and 16. The question is given to you in radical form. You guys see the radical form in there. And I need you guys to write this in exponential form. So what I will do first, if I was doing this on paper, I will do a parentheses. Now, inside the parentheses, I'm going to write everything that I see inside the radical. Remember, radical is this thing that some people call square root. Oh, that's the radical. So inside the parentheses, I write anything that I see inside the radical. In my case, right here, it is 3x. Okay, so inside my parentheses, I'm going to write 3x. Then as an exponent, I'm going to use this 7 and this 5. The number that I see as an exponent is going to go on my top part of the fraction. The number that I see as a root is going to go at the bottom of my fraction. So I'm going to write an exponent, and I'm going to write exponent over root. So let me write this as 7 over 5. Now, that's it. If I was doing this on paper, that's it. I just wrote this. I'm done. 3 to the x, all to the 7 over 5. Now, in your homework, just to make sure you guys understand this, you guys will have to fill in the 2 spaces. I left a space inside the parentheses. I want you guys to, in this case, if this was a question in the homework, I want you to write 3x on that space. And then I left another space, and I want you to write it as 7 over 5. Notice how I wrote this as 7/5. I don't want to see decimals, right? I'm giving this to you as a fraction. Leave it as a fraction. Okay, let's take a look at question number 16. So I have a parentheses. Inside the parentheses, I'm going to write 2n, right? The 2n came from what's inside the radical. Now my exponent, remember I see the number outside of the parentheses. I see the root, and it's going to be exponent over root. So I'm going to write this as 7 over 4. Leave it as a fraction. Don't change it to decimals.